Hello and good evening. My name is Lashak and welcome to today's political hissy fit. Today we're looking at more of a cringe than a hissy fit. I'm talking about President Trump's relationship to his daughter Tiffany. The relationship between a parent and a child is kind of important. Some would say it's the foundation of a person's self-worth. Granted, in some cases, a person's self-worth is way overvalued.
I am the chosen one.
But when it comes to Donald and his youngest daughter Tiffany, there's many a report that says the relationship is strained. Such is the drama that unfolded last week.
The president's personal assistant, Madeleine Westerhout, was forced out for telling reporters off the record that he doesn't like being photographed with Tiffany because of her weight, and he couldn't pick her out of a crowd. President Trump told reporters that's not true.
Tiffany is great. I love Tiffany.
Well, you know, if Trump says it's not true, then here's a question. If you lie all the time, do you ever have to remember anything? Anyway, it's not like Trump has any motivation to lie about something so damaging. And it's not like a girl hearing something like this from her father in such a public way would feel it's a little bit hurtful. Here's what Tiffany's response was.
Study me as much as you like, you will never know me, reads the poem she posted on Instagram. For I differ 100 ways from what you see me to be.
You gotta hand it to Tiffany to respond in such a way with such class that she referenced the poem. If I was her, I'd probably handle it in 2 words. But if you look at the last line of the poem, it says, "Because I have chosen to dwell in a place you can't see." No doubt a reference to her home state of California, where Donald can't go for his fear of hippies. Still, people are mad about Donald Trump's brutal acknowledgement towards his daughter Tiffany. Because if this is truly the way he feels about his daughter, then how does he feel about the millions of Americans that are under his care and aren't his blood? But keep in mind, this all stems from the words of some drunk chick at some dinner with reporters, spouting off about her boss. It's not like anyone else backs this up.
He would make disparaging comments about Tiffany. And so Madeleine's disclosure to these reporters were not very surprising to me. What was very surprising is that she actually reached the confidence of the Trump family.
Never mind. To get a better perspective, let's take a look back at the father and daughter history.
I wanted to sort of get away from the spotlight a bit and have a chance to have a real good mommy-daughter time where she could discover really who she is.
Marla told People in a separate interview that she even chose to remain single while raising her daughter because she, quote, didn't want anything to take away from her relationship with Tiffany. Marla also claims that she took Tiffany on trips to the Big Apple to visit with her father, although his time was always limited. Marla remembered, I would bring her into New York a couple times a year and let her go see her dad in the office, and let her go have dinner with him and Melania. I wanted to create some consistency where she could see him.
Sorry I couldn't find any clips on the father and daughter history. It's like there was none. Perhaps if we look at the marriage of Tiffany's mom to Donald, we'll get a better perspective.
Is it too hot? I don't know. Can a relationship ever get too hot?
And while Ivana Trump reportedly got $25 million from Donald when their marriage came to an end, Marla walked away with under $2 million. A big check, sure, but not Trump money.
Jeez. Makes you wonder what Melania's gonna get. A flight coupon? Okay, so the marriage between Tiffany's mom and Donald didn't work out very well. But I'm sure he helped Tiffany financially to the same extent he helped all his other kids. He's a billionaire.
During her time at the Ivy League school, Tiffany lived on a budget of roughly $500 a month, which her dad provided.
Well, this is bothersome. You know, if you look carefully at the wives that Trump picks, you'll get a glimpse of the qualities he looks for in a perfect woman. Ivanka, smart, outspoken, and good-looking. Marla, outspoken and good-looking. Melania, good-looking. You can kind of see the qualities that got filtered out. Does Trump really care about a woman's looks more than anything else? There's always gotta be one outlier in every study. But now brace yourself for the most self-contradicting evidence of all. In a transcript from Trump's 2004 appearance on The Howard Stern Show, Stern questions Trump's unplanned pregnancy with Marla Maples, Tiffany's mom. And here's what Trump's reply was. Trump said, "I'm glad it happened. I have a great little daughter. But you know, at the time I was like, excuse me, what happened? What are we gonna do about this?" To which Marla said, "Are you serious? It's the most beautiful day of our lives." And I said, "Oh great. Oh great. What are we gonna do about it?" I guess if Trump's not allowed to have an abortion, then no one else should either. I like Howard's response at the end, no doubt referring to a woman's right to choose. It's a little concerning that Tiffany probably came across this. The solution to this issue is simple, and I think Tiffany already knows it. She just has to distance herself away from Donald. It's a bit sad, but if she looks at the bright side, she knows where his lips have been, and she doesn't have to risk catching anything. My advice to Tiffany is to write a tell-all book about her experience with having Donald Trump as a father. And for this, we go to our top correspondent, Psychic Violetta.
Will Tiffany Trump ever write a book and outline the neglect she felt from her father?
Yes, and actually she will be doing this with her mother, two of them.
Oh.
I see like two going by hand, so they both will have very similar story to write about. I'm not saying it will be soon, but eventually.
Are they already working on it?
Okay. It's like taking pictures.
Uh-huh.
So they have a lot of pictures and so on under that angle.
Oh.
So camera is taking pictures, so yes, her life is not easy.
No.
To feel that undeserved lack of love, it's very hard.
Yeah, because she's the only child that has this done to her.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how Baron is feeling about his father.
Well, Byron sees him more than twice a year, so I don't think it's as bad.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell to join me in the next episode. And Tiffany, if you're watching, make sure you write that book and make $1 million off it. That would be the best revenge. It's simple, honest, and fair. Later.